I think there's a lot of people that are walking in this world filled with pain and betrayal and brokenness and feeling a sense of loss and loneliness. And when that happens, we have a tendency to walk in our own prison. We no longer live. And I know that God didn't create us and we were not born to walk in pain and walk in loneliness and walk in bitterness and walk in anger and walk in a sense that we no longer live in a living world. And when we choose, and I will choose that word, choose, when we choose to walk in our own pain rather than use that pain to empower ourselves, we literally are giving up on the very life that God gave us. In other words, we're mocking God. We're slapping him right square in the face. And it's not to say that life is not hard, because life truly is hard. It's filled with heartache. It's filled with hard times. It's filled with lessons. It's filled with so many things, so many teachings. And the key for us, I think, that we need to understand is that we're not perfect. We're going to fall. We're going to fail. We're going to mess up. We're going to make mistakes. But the key is, do we continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over and then complain about it or get upset with everybody else and or ourselves because it's not going our way, because life is not turning the way that we would like it to turn? Or are we changing what's not working for us, what's not serving us well? Are we changing that tape inside of our minds that runs over and over and over and over? Sometimes the same record repeats itself over and over and over. Are we changing the record? Or do we continue to just play the same record and expect different results? See, God has a sense of humor too, you know. Because I know he's looked down upon my life and just laughed and laughed and laughed and said to himself, when are you going to get it? And only I had to stand up at one point and say to myself that, oh, aha, I finally got it. I had to change the record. I had to change the patterns. I had to change the way I was thinking about myself, about other people, about life, about God. I really had to change. And not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. So in closing, I must say this to you all. Take some notes. Really look at what's going on in your life. If it's not going your way, if it's not treating you well, look at the record. See if you need to change it. See if you need to replace it. And say to yourselves, I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me. Amen.